course, the best two words in sports, Game 7, behind their two horses, Anthony Rendon at the plate, 5 RBIs, and Steven Strasburg on the mound, 8 1/3, two earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, 5 hits, just absolutely amazing. Got out of some jams, big time, but kept his team in the ball game after it was shaky in the first inning. Justin Verlander continues that World Series goose egg every other round. He's been amazing, 14-5. It's just that World Series victory hump he can't get over, and it's because of that home run ball. He's given up 44 on the year, victimized him again, but it started with a infield single by Trey Turner, speed kills, and then a sacrifice by Adam Eaton, and then a great at-bat by Anthony Rendon. He might have helped himself in his MVP case tonight. A great at-bat. Saw 7 straight sliders from Justin Verlander, which I don't like that strategy at all, especially against the batter of his caliber. He's just going to take what you give him, and that vacant hole vacated by the shift, he just poked it through, so it was 1-0. And then in the first, the Astros came back big time. A leadoff screaming double by George Springer. A wild pitch allowed him to go to third. A sacrifice fly by Jose Altuve that had a chance to go out, barely missed. And then Alex Bregman started the new tradition of handing the bat to your first base coach after you hit a mammoth homer. I loved it. It's amazing. I don't get the you shouldn't showboat, you shouldn't this. If you don't give it up, if you don't want to have people celebrate. Simple as that. But so it's 2-1. I gotta give the Nationals a lot of credit for a lot of big at bats. They worked over Justin Verlander. I think he had 56 pitches through 3. It wasn't easy for him at all. In the fourth, he was able to get out of a first and second 2-out jam by getting Juan Soto to ground out. But Juan Soto got the last laugh, as in the 5th inning, after Adam Eaton tied it with a cement mixer slider by Justin Verlander for a solo shot, tied it 2-2. Justin Verlander, for some weird reason, went for a challenge fastball against Juan Soto and lost that battle big time as he hit another moonshot, 413 feet, and returned the favor, giving the bat to his first base coach, Tim Bogar, just having some fun. So 3-2. And then in the 5th inning, the biggest sequence of the game for the Astros after, a 1-out hit by Josh Reddick, a 1-out double by George Springer, 2nd and 3rd 1-out for Jose Altuve, and Strasburg bowed up big time, struck out Jose Altuve on 3 pitches, just absolutely amazing by him, and then Brantley grounded out sharply on a good play by Trey Turner, short hop, good play, and great defensive positioning. But I think that was the biggest sequence, because if Strasburg doesn't retire Altuve and he takes the lead, or he gets on base, or he has a sacrifice fly, they're going to go to the bullpen and for the lefty Patrick Corbin for Michael Brantley. Instead, he was able to get out of it and basically say, "This is my ball game. You're not taking the ball away from me." And that's what he did. Just absolutely amazing. And the sequence of the game that everybody's going to talk about in the 7th inning, after a leadoff single by Yan Gomes, a infield single by Trey Turner. For some reason, he was called out for interference or impeding the fielder's ability to make the play, but I don't understand that, because if he veered anyway, he would have to veer around the base, and that's just, you can't do, you gotta run to the base. You can't veer around it, or he's not going to touch the base and be safe. And then after 6 minutes, they review it, and I didn't even think it was a reviewable play anyway, and yet they still get the call wrong. So it's a runner on first with 1 out in the 7th instead of 2nd and 3rd, no outs, and it's a 3-2 ball game in the World Series. You can't make a call like that and get it wrong. Oh my God, Sam Holbrook, I know you have a terrible history, and I don't understand why you are a home plate umpire in the World Series game after your history with the infield fly rule, and to boot you toss a guy that's had heart problems, and it's a World Series game. He has a right to be livid. Just let him vent. Heck, the whole entire world was venting. Trust me, because that call was so bad. But luckily for the rest of the world, that's not the narrative that helped the Houston Astros win the World Series. Anthony Rendon put that to bed with a 2-run homer and then a 2-run double in the 8th to salt it away. But Sam Holbrook, you gotta be better, dude. Man, no. And then MLB reviewing a play that I didn't even think was possible to be reviewed. Come on, you gotta be better than that. That's the ultimate come on, man. But I'm super happy that it's a Game 7, so we don't have to listen to that dumb narrative and talk about that for 8 months. But I can't wait for Game 7. It's what we've all been waiting for, and it looks like it's going to be Scherzer versus Greinke and Johnny Holstaff for everybody. But I can't wait to see how this series ends. It deserves Game 7. It's been amazing. All the road teams have won so far, so we'll see how it ends. But this has been so much fun as a baseball fan.